Hello guys, and welcome to episode 2 of my Rome 2 Total War campaign, Empire Divided, playing as the Sassanids. And today we're going to be continuing by attacking Adimatu with our leader, Hormizd, and the Forgotten Warriors. So we did everything else for this turn. Nothing much else to do, we may as well just move straight on. We did have the movement of our agent to do, but I guess I'll just set him up in the next turn. He's going to be improving the attacks of Parthia. We also have the army at Nisa up there in the top right, ready to go and attack the Dahe.
It is not often that he is moved to mercy.
Looks like the Lachmids would like a peace treaty with my force right on their doorstep, but we are going to decline that. And we are being ambushed. Okay, so with us being on the way to their settlement in force march stance, it does mean that we are going to be ambushed. I'm sure we can win this though. Let's fight it on the battle map. This may require me to sort of pause it and try it that way, but we'll have a go. Should be okay. Our general bodyguard is pretty damn good as well, by the looks of things. Nice armoured forces. And this is the first chance we've actually had first chance we've got to look at our units. So here we have our Anatolian slingers. We have our Eastern horse skirmishers here. Then we have our Eastern scouts. These are all our light cavalry. Still very good for mopping up enemy ranged forces. Then we have our more elite infantry. These are our immortal infantry. And of course our leader at the front, who has a bodyguard of Zadian Immortals, or Zayadan Immortals. I don't know. I'm going to butcher a lot of the names during this campaign, so please bear with me with that. But in the meantime, let's get our immortal infantry to all retreat towards a hill. So we'll come over here, I guess. Actually, probably best to just do it like so. We'll have our leader just get behind them as well, because he's at the front exposed at the moment. We'll have all of our cavalry shoot off to one side as well. Our skirmishers can stay back with my leader for now. And my skirmishers here can also just sort of spread out, and they can do their thing with skirmish mode. Alright, let's that should do. Just got to try and get away from these Arabian slingers that are on the top of the hill here. And I'm going to be looking to try and skirmish these units. We'll get our cavalry to swing round, and if their infantry charges us, we should be in a pretty good position. Let's hit their leader with our skirmisher cavalry. And their leader's kind of suiciding there, I feel.
The enemy general is dead.
Well, that works. Right, let's just run down these slingers. Our slingers are currently skirmishing quite nicely. We are under attack here, Arabian Spearmen versus our Immortals. We're going to attack these Arabian Spearmen that are trying to run down my Eastern horse skirmishers. We're still skirmishing them there, that's good. Right, we've broken through up here, let's continue through. Ran down a lot of their range forces just then. We're still skirmishing. It's good. We've got a lot of damage coming in here to these Arabian Spearmen. I'm actually going to try and move forwards here towards these Javelin men with these immortal infantry. We don't want our cavalry to be engaged here, so we're going to move away. Let's get a couple of our Eastern horse skirmishers to attack those. And we're going to get our cavalry to just charge down here. Oh, I love the brutality of cavalry in Rome 2.
The battle is turning in our favor.
Yes, it is. We've barely lost any troops, honestly. A lot of damage to those Arabian spearmen. Let's run down those javelin men.
One of our units is
I'll make sure my infantry is attacking their spearmen. Nice. I'm going to put these immortal infantry on fire at will. Oh, they already have fire at will, so I'll just let them throw spears into the side of those Arabians. My cavalry here is being charged down by Arabian spearmen. We're just going to disengage. Did my immortals? They used up their ammunition there. See them charge in.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
This Arabian spearman, no match for my immortal infantry. Whoa, that's crazy. Okay, so I'm very tempted to get my general involved here. Probably charge into those spearmen and get our general to get into the back of them. Oh, looks like they ran away. Okay, that works. That's victory. Okay, so we're going to continue the battle. Kill them all off.
What are your orders? Immortal cavalry!
Good, alright. I'll get a couple of cavalry units to come over and attack those Arabian spearmen. We played this very well, I think. One of our immortal infantry took quite a lot of damage, but other than that, we are okay. We've done very well. Let's just let the slingers throw their missiles into the back of these Arabian spearmen, because that's going to do a lot more damage a lot quicker. Yeah, they're being carved down. Look at this desert map. Very cool. And that's it. Everyone's shattered. Everyone's dead. Let's go ahead and quit the battle for a decisive victory. 131 losses. We killed 1,817. Really good kill counts across the board. Every unit doing well. Our general not really getting involved. That's okay. So, what do we want to do? We might enslave the captives. That will help us drive our economy. We can release the captives. The enemy and their allies will look upon you more favourably. Or we can kill the captives. But your enemy and their allies will take grave exception to this. However, the enemy of your enemy will like you more for it. I think we'll just enslave. And our leader has increased in rank and rise of cults. These are dark times and many have turned to the gods for salvation. There has been an influx of new beliefs, some of which have attracted enough followers for cults to start spreading. These gatherings are not without merit, but can also be troublesome over time. It is for you to decide whether you will tolerate their presence or drive them away. Cult buildings can now be constructed in your cities. I'm assuming that's what these Manichaean gatherings and so on is all about. Right, our lord is ready to go. Let's attack Adimatu. It seems as though desert scorpions are in the way. Before we continue, let's upgrade our general. We can see all the skills here. Navigator, Lawkeeper, Master Attacker, Strategist, Efficient Recruiter. So the Efficient Recruiter leads to Inspiring General, which is pretty good. Military Administrator, minus 5% unit recruitment cost and minus 5% upkeep for all land units. It's pretty good. This is all to do with campaign map movement, which is nice. Extra gravitas per turn as well. Extra 2% melee defense skill for all units in the army. Extra casualty replenishment rate. This is something that I often go for. I think the skilled logistician. But I think efficient recruiter is just sort of better in general. Plus 5% battle run speed for all land units. That'd be pretty good if, on top of the charge bonus. Yeah, I think we'll go for this, the efficient recruiter here. Extra gravitas, extra authority, extra morale for all units, minus 4% land unit recruitment cost. And having that authority enables inspire and gives us 15% size to the commander's aura of influence. Okay, let's go ahead and take out the desert scorpions here. Alright, looks like they're retreating. Let's attack Adimatu then. We'll just auto-resolve that. Let's go for balance stance. And that's going to kill off the Hormizd. I'm assuming we're going to want to take Adimatu. We don't want to raise it. We will possibly subjugate them, honestly, but I think we're just going to occupy it. We don't get too much cash from sacking it, so yeah, we'll just do that. And the Hormizd have been destroyed. So that's got nomad camps and the village there. I think what we're going to do is get rid of that. I'm going to demolish that. And we'll get the sort of religious building. So we're in Adimatu there. We're replenishing 4 turns until fully replenished, 2 turns until fully replenished. Okay, so it's going to take a little while. As for the Forgotten Warriors here, do we want Formidable Spearmen, extra melee attack for all spear-armed units, and weapon damage inflicted? Well, I don't think we have any spear-armed units, other than maybe cavalry, but I don't think they count under spear-armed units. Accomplished archers or engineering experts enables construction of medium siege engines, minus 2% construction costs in a local province, and plus 4% armor for all siege units. I think honestly the accomplished archers is nice just because we get the extra weapon damage inflicted by all missile units, which does help our skirmisher units quite a lot, our skirmisher cavalry. Alright, so the Forgotten Warriors have done their job. Let's move over to the Fury of Verethrankna. That is the Dahe, their army there. So let's go ahead and move over to Nisa. If we kill that army, we can quite likely take Acre soon after. So let's have a good look at what they are. Step Slingers, they have Mercenary Sarmatian Light Cavalry. Step Spearmen as well there. Right, we'll just continue to recruit with our army then, if I can. I'm going to get some more cav, because I think that's what we need to sort of counter their cavalry. Rostam's companions. He can start to head down to Gera up here, or down here, I should say. And he can continue to recruit more troops as well. So more cavalry, as always. I might put a couple of Sassanian levy spearmen in there as well. Yep, that's fine. In Cartier here. Let's move over as far as we can, and then I'm going to inspire. I think we might be able to do some stuff to these armies. We've got military disruption, which undermines authority. and we have assassination. Neither of those look very successful, so I'm just going to go for administration for now, for Katia to level him up. Right, that's everything done. We do have some extra cash that we can spend to maybe upgrade some of our stuff. We wanted to get the Royal Sanctuary here, so we'll do that. Okay. Let's end the turn. The Kartli have attacked Armenia. It says that the bar is not in our favor. I guess we enter war on side of our ally. And here we have an attack on our settlement. Interesting. So we have Persian skirmishers, Persian spearmen, and Hamsfer infantry as our garrison. They're hitting us with steppe slingers, steppe spearmen. They have not as many cavalry as I do, I don't think. Maybe about the same. Could be interesting. Let's fight this battle on the battlefield. And here we are. Alright, so this is interesting because they're bringing out some troops on this side. I think most of their cav must be here. Cav. Some infantry and skirmishers. Over here, cav. Nobles. I'm tempted to have all my cav go over to one side. And we'll sort of just rush out of the settlement to begin with. Then we can have all our infantry on one side here. Yeah, actually this is a pretty good idea. We'll have our Persian spearmen defend on the stairs here. It will let me line that up. Just line up at the top for now. We'll have some infantry here. We'll have some infantry here. Right, that will just be like my main sort of defensive force. We'll have our Hasma infantry here as well. The rest of them can all come over here. We'll also have these guys over here. And we'll just rush out and try and take out this army section over here before this one gets involved. I think we can probably do that. Let's start the battle. I'm just going to pause it and set up my orders. Get all of our range forces out. All of our cavalry to just come out to this right side. And I'll get my general to hang around here as well. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. So we're going to engage their spearmen with our own spearmen.
Awaiting orders. Persian archers. We are at your command. Forward. At the ready. Find your target.
Let me just pause it a sec while I sort this out. Okay, good. I think we're good here.
Who's archers? Cavalry. We are at your command. For glory.
Missile cavalry at your command.
Right, we crushed that cavalry. Very nice.
Awaiting orders.
Our general is under attack.
Okay, the general is being hit by.
Advance at speed!
Yeah, the general's being hit by
We will darken the
enemy
sky!
missile forces.
Cavalry! Forward! Virgin Astrid!
We await your orders.
Cavalry!
Right, what's the other force doing at the moment? I think it's sort of charging towards the center square. Currently we're trying to deal with the Sarmatian light cavalry.
Charge!
We are at your command. Our orders. We await your orders. Ready. Now quickly.
Let's just charge down these step slingers with my cavalry here. Because we're being hit from behind by the mercenary
enemy
horse
general
archers.
is dead.
What are your orders? Advance at speed.
Okay, we've shattered the majority of them here.
Advance at speed. We are at
Just
your
cycle into the step spearmen. We'll go for the mercenary Sarmatian horse archers.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
Oh! Charge!
Nice. Where is our general? Our general's here. Well, we might have to just take him into the center square now.
Javelin men!
I'm gonna get my javelin men to come back.
At the double!
Actually, we may as well attack the
Javelin men!
horse archers there.
Virgin Astrid! Cavalry!
Okay, this cavalry needs to come here.
Double time! Waiting orders!
Oh, that engagement there. Sarmatian light cavalry versus my Dalamite cavalry.
Cavalry! Missiles ready! We will darken the sky!
Right, let's just attack into the back of those spearmen.
Ready to
I'm gonna bring these spearmen here.
Yes, my lord!
Get my Hamsver infantry in that fight. Nice.
Javelin men! Find your target!
We await your orders.
Alright, so that was a pretty solid strategy, I feel. We defeated all of the forces out there.
Virgin Astrid!
I might just get these guys to try and run them down. What's the other unit we have there? Oh, the 2 units of Persian skirmishers. We'll bring those back.
Our aim is true.
Javelin
Our
men!
orders.
We are at your command! Advance at
Let's charge these mercenary Sarmatian cavalry. I even have these guys go into the step slingers.
Javelin men!
Swift riders.
Forward!
She's inspiring the Hamsver infantry.
Awaiting orders!
We await your orders.
We await your orders!
There's Sarmatian horse archers attacking my Persian
The
skirmishers.
men are wavering.
Just rude.
Spearmen ready for orders.
Right, we'll have our forces coming back. Let's get our
Double time!
guys into the center there. These guys we're just going to keep to one side so that they stay alive.
Ready. My lord.
Going to get my general to flank round, maybe into the Sarmatian horse archers here.
We await your orders! Our orders! Forward!
We are at your command!
Cavalry! Help for honor! We are at your command!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
We await your orders! Shield us!
Now, this could be very frustrating, but
Speed! Orders, my lord!
I'm going to try and run down these Sarmatian horse archers.
Immortal cavalry! My lord! Prepare ready! ready.
Just got to get my units into position.
Our men flee the field of
There
battle.
we go, we caught him.
This is a shameful display.
What are your orders? Shatter them.
Orders! Our orders! What are your orders? Engage!
Our
We've
men
got
flee
to
the field
run
of
down these
battle.
step slingers.
This is a shameful display.
Immortal cavalry! Melee cavalry awaiting orders!
Missiles!
We take a lot of
The battle is
damage,
turning in our favor.
but I think we've done it.
Cavalry! Get forward!
Melee infantry at the ready.
We will darken the skies! Gentlemen! Oi! My lord! Fill the skies!
Hopefully these skirmishers can get some shots into this melee. Currently we're surrounding them on the stairs.
We await your orders. Nine.
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
We caught up to those summation horse archers.
Melee cavalry ready!
And that's it, I think. That's victory.
Loose.
Yep, we will continue the battle, I think, just because we want to be killing as many of these guys as possible.
Immortal cavalry!
Our men flee the field of battle. This is a shameful display.
That's a full unit of, like, step slingers that we want to take care of. My general's coming in for these guys, so we'll let him have those. Make sure he's running. Alright, good. That's destroyed that unit. We've destroyed this unit as well. Let's quit the battle for a costly victory. So it looks like we might have lost some of our good cavalry, which is kind of annoying, but considering the balance bar at the start of that battle, I think we did pretty well. Pyrrhic victory, I'll take it. Because hitting that army really hard opens up Acre quite a lot. Oh, they survived. The Dalimite cavalry survived. He only lost a unit of Sassanian levy spearmen. So we will enslave these chaps. And yeah. I've got to keep an eye on my public order, but I'm pretty sure we can keep enslaving people for now. And that will improve our income across the board as we go. We got a little bit of replenishment from the end of that turn. So it might be worth just finishing those guys off. I'll probably have to do it in a battle on the battle map.
To victory!
March.
So it'd be worth doing. Actually, maybe not. Good. Alright. We got some ranked from that, and we will enslave the captives.
Waiting for more orders!
Get back into friendly territory. So we have the replenishment, and might even be worth marching all the way to Nisa, although I want to get that recruitment finished that I was doing initially, which was a unit of Eastern Scouts. So yeah, that's good. General details. I think for him, we probably want the strategist, because I feel like he's going to end up using a lot of mercenaries taking out the Dahe. The master attack is pretty nice though. Extra charge bonus for the commander's unit and melee attack skill for the commander's unit. Income from looting and raiding is higher. Incarnation of Dread is minus 10% morale for all enemy units. That is pretty scary. And missile attack range for all units plus 3%. Crazy. Maybe we'll go for Master Attacker for him.
At your command.
Great. So the Forgotten Warriors have done their job at Adu Matu. The public order doesn't look like it's going to fix itself anytime soon. What is that being caused by? Cultural differences. So yeah, going for the shrine here. It's probably the best bet. We need to sort out those cultural differences as soon as possible, and the provincial instability as well. Keeping
Ready for orders.
keeping my units there is probably a good idea. Maybe, just maybe, Rostam's companions can attack Gerha down here. Although it looks like they're building a second army now. And this army isn't really very good. Maybe what I'll do is we'll march to Adumatu. And we will switch over the more elite units. So I will hand over the Dalimite infantry, my Eastern Scouts, and horse skirmishers to the Forgotten Warriors. And we'll basically make this army really strong. I'll leave Rostam's companions in Adumatu for public order purposes. And then we can continue on. I forgot how punishing the public order was in Rome 2. Like, the cultural differences and provincial instability modifiers are crazy. Anyway, that has been my time, so I am going to have to leave it here. We've had a successful episode though, taking Adumatu. We've also defeated the primary army of the Dahe, so that's going to open up Acre, their capital, for us. And we'll make sure to have the Fury of Vereth go and take that for us with our good old general Sogdians. So yeah, there's that to look forward to. In the meantime, thanks for watching, hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next episode. Goodbye.